Hello everybody. So my name is Graham Osano and today is 27th of March 2019 and I'm going to take you through the market overview for the day. So the contest which was being held like every Wednesday is now being held every day at the same time. So today you're going to predict the price where you expect GBP/USD to be at the end of today. Then FreshForex will be able to give you up to FreshForex will be able to give you up to FreshForex will be able to give you up to $30 bonus. So the idea is you need to write it somewhere here. You need to write here your prediction, predict where you expect GBP/USD to close by the end of today. Then if your prediction is true, that is if it is close to the actual price at midnight, then FreshForex will be able to give you $30 bonus. So let's move straight to the actual chart to see if there are any trades. We'll move straight to from the weekly point, then we'll move to daily, and then maybe look at the lesser time, maybe 4 hours, 1 hour, to see if there are any good trades that anyone can trade. We start off with EUR/USD, which is here, and then I'll move straight to the daily chart. There is one thing here that I'm seeing. There was a break below a level some few days ago. There was a support. There was a break below it. Then this is an inside bar, and the previous day's candle actually closed lower than the previous break. The level which is broken, price actually closed below. So this is still a sign for a sell. We basically expect price to come up to this level. If you're on the daily chart, then you should expect price to decline up to around 1.1190. You should expect price to come up to this level. You should expect price to come up to somewhere around this point. So this is a support. We've gone below it. Price tried breaking above it, but then closed lower. So something like this, a retracement back to this line, will mean we're looking for a sell up to the next key level, up to that support. So this is basically what you expect. The price should pull back up slightly, let it come back up to somewhere around 1.1303, then pick a sell from that point up to 1.1193. So on the daily chart, we are looking for a sell. On the 4-hour chart, let's see what we have. On the 4-hour chart, there's a level here. This is the support which is being broken. The price basically went below it, was a support. Price broke below it. It came back with a tail, and we want it to come back again the second time. Then we'll be able to pick a sell from that point up to the lower side. So this is what we want for price to do. It should try pulling back up to this level, let it come back up to this resistance, then we'll sell it there up to somewhere around here, 1.1187. So we'll move to the next side. That should be GBP/USD. Yeah, this is how the chart looks. If you look at it from the 4-hour point of view, daily it looks like that. So on this chart, I only have a level here which interests me. That level is this. Just a second, let me upload default template. I'm looking at this level here. This is a very key resistance. It actually gone up to this level. So the entire place is a very good resistance that should price clearly rise above it, then we'll expect a buy position. If price can pull back up and break beyond 1.3258, assuming price gets from this level up to the top, then we'll wait for a retracement back to the same place before we can pick a buy, expecting price to go extend even higher upwards. So from the daily point of view, this is what we are looking at. We want price to ascend back above 1.3258, then we'll wait for a retracement before we can pick a buy up to these levels, the ones I'm having my lines at. This is another one at the top. Let me remove period separators first. So on the daily chart, we want price to go beyond 1.3258. Let it clearly rise above this level, retrace back, then pick a low risk buy maybe from somewhere within this zone, then first take profit, and then the last one should be at the top. So GBPUSD, we are still waiting. We don't recommend picking any position. Remain flat, temporarily wait for price to go up, then should descend down, then we pick a buy from that point up to the first level and then the next one. USDJPY, I want to load that chart afresh. USDJPY is loaded. This is how it looks from the 15 minutes point of view. So if you're a 15 minutes trader, then this is the line you should wait for price to come back to up to. This is just a resistance. The previous days on 25th, this was the highest place that the price reached. Then earlier 26th of March, the same month, price came back to the same place, but then it was broken. So we still want price to try getting back to this level. If you are trading 15 minutes, then this should be the lines you want price to get back to. A resistance there. We have another one, a resistance. There's a break above, and we now want price to get back to this level before it can rise back up. There's a shape forming here. We have that, and then you also have the top one. This is like a contracting wedge. So we want price to either, if price can break above it, then we expect price to continue upwards. But if price breaks below it, then we want price to go up to this support so that we're able to pick a buy from that point, pointing upwards. Let's look at 30 minutes. 1 hour, the same level stays significant. We still have the same resistance. There was a clear break, but price is yet to come back to the same place. So we want price from the 1 hour point of view, we want price to, it still has to come back to this level before you can pick a buy or a sell. And then there's also a level at the top. We have a very good resistance here. You check it from the past, you can see there's a support, price went up, then there's a break below, it came back to the same place, it went down, it came back to the same place. And now if price can get back to this level, then this should be the correct place to sell from. So if you are trading 1 hour, wait for price to get back up to 110.97. This is the correct place to sell from. If you are trading 1 hour, you want to sell this pair on the 1 hour, then wait for price to get back up to this level. Then pick a sell from that point up to the lower side. Then we have this, a resistance. We have this, another resistance. And in case the price gets there, you should pick a sell. Your stop loss at best should be here at 111.57. Your take profit should be somewhere around this point, and then the next one should be on the lower side. So on this chart, you're actually eyeing this level, this one, and then the last one. So the contest is still on. You will need to predict where you expect GBPUSD to close by the end of today. If you can predict correctly, or maybe the price you've predicted is close to the actual price, then FreshForex will give you the $30 bonus which we are mentioning. So we'll move to the next pairs, and that should be, those are actually not pairs, they are index and metals. We'll move to SP500. We have it there. This one, yesterday we were talking about a buy. We wanted price to retrace back to a level so that we can pick a buy. We want to see how it went, and the reason why we are saying that was a buy. Default, I had a line around this point, and I mentioned that this was just a very good resistance there, another resistance there, another resistance at that point, then the same place was used as a resistance, and then you also had this as a resistance. So I added also another indicator. Let me add it straight away. We had envelopes like that. Then I mentioned that anytime the price moves away from these envelopes, when it gets back, there's a place for buying. Then it moves up, gets back, there's a place for buying. It goes up again, gets back, then there's a place for buying, then it moves up back and there's a place for buying, then for the first time again, for the next time, there's a place where price went up, it came back up, and this candle was actually a buy candle. So we mentioned that this was a sign that is, if you're doing indicators alone, you ought to have been looking for a buy when after this happened. As it is, this is still a buy, but let price pull back up, let it continue up slightly, then retrace back to the same level so that you can pick a buy from that point, expecting price to go up to the top, up to somewhere around 2936.4. So we bought there, and we're also going to wait and buy if price can get back to this level in the future. So this is why we mentioned that this was supposed to be a buy. If you didn't buy it as you said, you can still wait and buy it if price goes up and then comes back to the same place. We'll move to Brent oil. Brent oil is there. So according to the moving average we're having, this one is 52 moving average, and this 152, then the last one should be 200 moving average. What they mean is that anytime the price is above them, anytime the price moves away and comes back but does not close below the lower one, we are continuing upwards. And anytime the price is below them but it tries to get back but does not close above this low one, this low one is 200, it does not close above it, that's a sell. So in this case, the price is still above all the three, and you expect that the price should continue upwards, but there's something. You look at the same chart from the weekly point of view, there's something else. There's a line here which price has to break above clearly. If this is to go up as you're saying, then price needs to go above this trend line. These are very significant. There's a support, a support, a support. We went below it, price came back up, then on approaching this level there's an indecision. So this is a sign that we are somehow getting exhausted. It does not confirm that there's exhaustion, but it's a sign that we are possibly heading downwards from this point. So you're looking at a buy from the 4 hours. Just know that buy needs not to go above this level, this trend line. It's much more clear on the weekly, this trend. So if you took that buy from the 4 hours, then you should be waiting to sell while when the price hits this trend line. We will move to the next chart. That should be gold. Gold is doing perfectly as we said yesterday. We had our lines at this point. We also had another line at this point. Then we said that there's a break below, which means that the price is supposed to continue downwards, but somehow we are heading upwards. So while the price was somewhere above this point, 13.87, this was the correct place to look for a sell from. So while the price was here above where I've colored, this is the place you're supposed to look for a sell from. So the current week's candle is still a sell. We are still waiting for a very good sell signal as long as the price is above this level. But should it close above that, by the end of this week, the price is above 13.87, then you'll expect it to rise up to this weekly resistance. We expect it to go up to this resistance. So that should bring us to the end of today's market overview. So I'm not going to look at this chart from the daily point of view, maybe 4 hours, but there's a level here you need to check for. This is just a very good resistance. Price went above it, a support, it broke below, it came back the same point. So a move like this is like the price is likely to get back to this level before it can move down. Such a thing is possible. This is one case where you should expect the price may come back up to this level, then you should be able to pick a sell there up to the trend line which we mentioned some few days ago. So thank you very much. So far we've looked at just all the symbols we wanted to look at. We have Euro USD where we are looking at a sell. We want price to retrace back. Then GBP/USD, we are flat somewhere. We want price to get back above 1.3258 so that we can buy it upwards. Then USDJPY, there's a possible buy. Let me touch it here. There's a possible buy. We want price to actually get back up to the monthly resistance in the long run. Then we've also looked at SP500 where we're looking at a buy. Then Brent oil, there's a sell from the weekly point of view. There's a sell. We are waiting for a sell along this trend line. And then on gold, we're also looking for a sell, but when price around 1322.83. So the contest which I mentioned is still on. You can still predict the price where you expect GBP/USD to be at the end of the day. If you get it correctly, then you're going to get up to $30 bonus from FreshForex. So thank you very much. See you again tomorrow at the same time.